now, my next guest is an MBE, a Paralympian, pilot, presenter and mentor, to name but a few of the things that she does. All accomplishments that Martine Wright achieved after losing both of her legs during the horrendous 7/7 terrorist attacks in London in 2005. She was on the Circle Line tube when a bomb was detonated, and now she is supporting a new children's book. It's called Buraki Builds a New Den. It's hoping to, I've got it right here, it's hoping to, well, open conversations about serious and life-changing injuries. What a great idea, and how lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you. Always lovely to see you,
Lorraine.
It's
terrific, isn't it?
No, what a brilliant project. I'm really excited to be involved in it.
I love it. So this is going to explain things in a very simple, easy-to-understand way that if people are a bit different or if they've had an injury that's changed them.
Yes, yeah. It actually came from Fletchers Solicitors. They did this huge research project, and it was really into the effects of children who had parents, a lot of the time their clients, who had been catastrophically injured. A bit
like yourself?
Yeah, catastrophically.
Yes, of course.
And it actually found that nearly 60% of those children aged between 5 and 8 suffered sort of psychological problems, PTSD, anxiety. And a big thing from it was there wasn't an age-appropriate resource to go to.
Right, and you don't really think about it in that sense, do you?
Well,
But
I think you're scared of it,
yeah,
you know. I mean, being a parent, it's not necessarily a comfortable conversation.
Sure.
So I think, well, this book is brilliant because it allows parents and children to go through Brackie's, story. And, you know, I was reading it for about the 10th time this morning in the cab, and tears,
moving.
Because
it really is.
It really does show the effects on children that you forget about. I mean, you know, their whole life is thrown. I mean, for me, it was absolute a world of nightmares. You know, you never ever would have thought that you would be part of that. And children see whispering in corners. They see they're not living at home. They're living with their grandpa or grandparents, going into hospital. Very strange environment.
Yeah, and then their parents are changed. Of course, yeah. Now, when it happened to you, which was horrendous, did you have like younger relatives who kind of weren't sure about coming to see you, or were worried and all of that? Did you get that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I didn't have Oscar at the time, my son, but I'm proud to say that I'm a good auntie, and I had around 4 nieces and nephews. And actually, what was interesting was, yes, I was really worried. I mean, the anxiety in me. When they saw me, I thought, you know, how are they going to react? And what actually was interesting is my niece shared with me when I did research for my book. She shared with me that I said, "What did you really think?" So she was about 9 at the time, and I said, "What did you really think when you come into that hospital room? What did you think of my legs?" And she said, "Auntie Martine, I didn't even look at your legs. I looked at your face and your eyes." And, you know, it told me that you were OK. You were all right, you're still you. Yeah, exactly. And so I think parents actually worry about a particular thing that their children might be affected by. And we read different things into it. And obviously that feedback from my niece was, as long as you were OK, as long as I could see it was you. Yes. I didn't care about your legs, you know.
See, it's so interesting. That's why the book is so important, and why it is so important to talk about these things with children, because, you know, there's always that thing of you want to protect them, but actually you've got to let them know what's going on. Yeah. But you talked about your son. I mean, he's just grown up. You're just mum, aren't you?
I am just mum. I'm sometimes super mum. It depends. But I think we're all super mums. I mean, Oscar's like a little mini educator. He is, you know, because he's so proud of his mum, and he realises that, you know, having a disability, or whether he's got his mum in his wheelchair, it doesn't mean that you can't do things. And it just means that life is a little bit different. And, you know, I tell him all the things I've achieved as a result of losing my legs.
It's remarkable what you have achieved.
I think,
well, no, you're a grafter, and you really are. I mean, you think you get your pilot's licence. Being a Paralympian, I mean, that was something so special, really special. You're still doing that, of course. You're still doing your sport.
I am, yeah. I've actually not seen the team for the last few months because I've recently had an operation on my wrist. So I'm due to see my surgeon next week, and she knows what the first question is going to be.
when can I go
on court? She actually sent me a letter saying, I know you want to go back and play volleyball, Martine, but, you know, you've got to take it easy. But, yeah, we've got an exciting year ahead. We've got France coming over. We've got a big competition in Holland that is really all the teams that we will have to be playing if we qualify for Paris.
God, that's going to be fantastic, isn't it? That's the aim.
Yeah.
Your book's coming out in paperback as well. I know we talked about your book when it first came out. It truly is. You know, inspirational gets bandied around a lot as a word, but it truly is. I mean, it's remarkable. And one of the things that you said was you don't have any regrets necessarily about what happened to you because it opened up a whole new world.
Absolutely.
What an amazing way to turn, you know, what could have been an absolute disaster and tragedy, what could have been, but you just grabbed it. You grabbed that opportunity and just went with it. It's quite extraordinary.
I think I had a lot of support as well. I mean, you know, my family, or what I call my team, they're amazing people. I have amazing friends, but yeah, I do feel like, and again, look at the world that we live in at the moment. You know, look at the concert tonight going on for Ukraine, and that's where I think this book here is a resource that it's just the unpredictable world, whether it's COVID, whether it's Ukraine, you know. But I do think when something happens in your life, you know, you've got two choices.
Yeah. No,
you sit there, and I did naturally have those questions, which was, why me? Why? Actually, quite a nice person. Why has it happened to me? You know, and then you have to get over that, and you say that I'm here, and for me, it's the memories of those 52 people that day. Yeah. That's what gets me through every day, and that's what spurs me on, because I think, I'm here. Yeah. I have an opportunity to do something. Those 52 people and their families and their children haven't got that opportunity. So
that's an amazing way to think of it. It's like
this is why,
you're living your best life.
And so my book is coming out, so it's just coming out on paperback. It's really good. I'm broken. And, life is good. Life is good.
I think you're great. Thank you for coming in and talking to us. You've cheered me up.
Good.
Cheered me up a lot.
That was my aim.
And Jackie builds a new den. This is great for it's specifically for kids whose maybe parents or somebody special in their life has gone through some sort of trauma that has left them very badly injured, and how to deal with that, and also how to talk about it. Thank you so much, Martine. Thank you.